I'm gonna have Dutchess sit, and then I'm gonna release her to be free. This is the part of the walk where I'm just gonna let her pee and sniff and do whatever she wants to do. You always want to have them sit first because you've got to officially release them off the clock. And I'm going to release her, and if you're walking her, you could just have her be free for the rest of the walk, for the next couple hours, or just for a minute. It's up to you until you call her back to come to you. But always have her sit first with your right hand, pat her chest and say, go. She knows that means that she's free, she can do whatever she wants. In the back of her mind though, she's always waiting to hear that recall command. So when I call her back to me, the way I do it is I have a little reward in my right hand. You could use either hand, of course, but just to make it real simple, I'd say have the leash in your left and the reward in your right. And you make a fist because, of course, if it's open later on when we phase all this food out, because you will phase all these food treats out in a few weeks after you get her, then she's never going to know that this is empty, but she's always going to love to come to this target, this fist, and she's not even going to know why later on. So always have a fist with your little reward in here. It's natural balanced sausage in this case. And always call her when she's distracted by something, or at least looking away, sniffing, or doing something. Never call her when she's staring at you, because that's not what's going to happen in real life. What's going to happen in real life is she's going to be chasing something or about to chase something, running away. And if you practice this way on leash, you're going to have a great recall off leash. When you have no food, no leash, all you have is your empty fist here and your command. You practice the way I show you here, you're going to have a solid recall off leash as well. So always practice calling her away from something so she can practice breaking away from something and going back to you. So see how she's looking across the street? Come! Coming back to me? Good girl. She comes right to my right-hand target as soon as her nose touched it. I open it up, she got a reward, and I grab the leash with my left hand right by her collar. Or you could also grab her collar if you wanted, but it's easier to grab the leash like that. I'm going to step into her like that and have her sit. That's how you get her back into work mode. And you could release her again if you wanted, or you could continue on your walk, whatever you want to do. But when you say come and you call her back to you, she sits next to you, she knows she's back on the clock and back, ready for work. So I'm going to do that one more time so you can see it again. I'm going to release her to be free. Go. She knows she's free again. Going to wait till she's distracted by something. Left hand leash, right hand reward here. Wait till she's turned away from me so I can practice her breaking away from something. Maybe I'll go here like this. So she's sniffing, walking away from me. Come! See how she is just coming towards me? See, wherever I go, she'll follow this target. Good girl. If the dog ever veers off or loses interest, okay, sit. Maybe she's coming from a long distance. Change your direction like you saw me doing, and she'll redirect and focus in on you again. Always back away like you see me backing away. When you back away, it draws the dog to you, so always back away if you can, because it'll draw the dog to you a lot quicker and more strongly. And if she ever ignores your recall command, and you're always going to be practicing on leash, you never go off leash until she's perfect on leash first, then you're ready for off leash later. But if she ignores your command, what you're going to do, you're not going to say the command again, you're just going to give her a pop on the leash like this. It's a pop. It's just like a pop and release. It's not, you're not going to pull her in on a tight leash. Remember, no tension on the leash. Tension will create tension in her. So just a little pop, like a tap on the shoulder. She's going to turn around and see you, and she's going to come to you. So that's what you do if she ever ignores your command. Don't repeat the command over and over again, because we want to establish this pattern where she hears the command once and she ends up there, and that's all she's going to know after a while, is that that's the way it goes. That's the pattern of behavior that we're imprinting in her, is that she hears the command once and she always ends up back. So that's what's going to give her such great obedience in the future. Okay.